best till last, I presume. So our final presenter is Dr. Belinda Ratcliffe, a PhD from Sydney University, now in the School of Social Sciences and Psychology. And Belinda's presentation is titled Mental Health Prevention in Autism. Please join me in welcoming Belinda Ratcliffe.
Thank you. Thank you. Autism affects 1 in 68 children. Of those, 70% have a mental health disorder, like Jack, who comes to see me as a clinical psychologist. He's a 14-year-old boy with autism, and his mother tells me that he is often very anxious in new or social situations. After school, she can often hear him crying in his bedroom, and sometimes he becomes so distressed that he bangs his head. He doesn't know how to talk about how he's feeling, and she doesn't have any strategies to help him calm down. Although mental health disorders like anxiety and depression are so common in kids like Jack, there has been a significant gap in the treatments. And that's why we created the Westmead Feelings program, emotion-based learning for children with autism spectrum disorder. Westmead Feelings program is a game changer. It's the world's first autism intervention that aims to prevent the onset of mental health conditions in teens like Jack by teaching concrete social emotional skills to primary school age children with autism. Westmead Feelings is unique in that the extensive use of visual supports, including video modelling and visual worksheets, means the program is accessible for children with autism who might not be able to read and write. We use a comprehensive wraparound model, including sessions for children, parents and teachers, and a practitioner accreditation and training course. I first evaluated Westmead Feelings back in 2007 as part of my Masters of Clinical Psychology research project at the Children's Hospital at Westmead, and there I am running one of our very first groups. We observed children with autism being able to talk about their feelings for the first time, and we just taught them strategies to be able to manage their feelings. And parents with tears in their eyes told us of the difference that this had made to their lives. Their children were learning skills for life, they said, and had made friends for the first time. Next, we really wanted to maximise our reach, and so we partnered with the New South Wales Department of Education and trained 60 school counsellors to deliver Westmead Feelings to over 300 children with autism in their schools in a treatment versus control group trial. And this was part of my own PhD research. The program was highly acceptable and resulted in clinically meaningful improvements in social skills and emotion competence, which are the foundations of good mental health. And it was around this time that we realised we were leading a paradigm shift, one away from a model of deficit in autism to one which engenders hope, value, inclusion, and builds resilience. Next, we partnered with schools, special educators, to implement and deliver Westmead Feelings as part of the regular PDH pre-curriculum. And engaging with our end users is already changing practice. For example, a small pilot with Autism Spectrum Australia in 2017 has led to a much larger project involving a rollout across Autism Spectrum Australia's entire school system. Nevertheless, the impact of our research has gone well beyond these clinical and school-based research projects. We are actively translating our research into routine practice. We self-published the Westmead Feelings program at the Children's Hospital at Westmead, and between 2012 to 2017, we rolled out our face-to-face training and accreditation program to health, education, and disability practitioners. One child psychologist said, "Wow, this is just incredible. The quality of the program, the training, this is going to make such a difference to the lives of the children that I work with." Nevertheless, our small team just was not able to keep up with the overwhelming demand, and so we partnered with the Australian Council for Educational Research to publish and disseminate Westmead Feelings. Since launching in September 2017, we have already sold out and are into our second reprint. To further support our international dissemination, we have also developed and launched our online practitioner training and accreditation course. So since October last year, over 100 facilitators all across the world, as you can see on the map there, Australia, Singapore, the UK and the US have all been trained to deliver the Westmead Feelings program. We are also partnering with colleagues in China to enable culturally appropriate translation with potential for dissemination to the 1 million children with autism in China. It is our vision that the Westmead Feelings program be made available to every child with autism in the world, because teens like Jack deserve better. Our research into the Westmead Feelings program is already making an impact, and I am passionate about growing this impact to prevent mental health in the tens of millions of individuals with autism worldwide. Thank you.
Great stuff. A question to Belinda. Do you guys want to go first?
Sure, I'll have a go. That's a very impactful presentation, so thank you. Amazing that you're taking this global in that context as well. But what I'm wondering about the element of cultural diversity here too. So
Yes.
autism you're dealing with, so all of the millions of people you're hoping to reach will be autistic. To what extent, even in that cohort, does talking about feelings translate across different cultural contexts too? If you're planning to roll this out in China, for instance, how will that come into play?
Yeah, it's a really interesting question, and it's a really important question. It's a real core skill that we all need to be able to have the skills to be able to talk about how we're feeling. But that might look a little bit different in different cultures. And so what's really important in the way we've always approached our research is to partner with the end users, partner with people from that cultural background, in this case, to be able to really inform us. You know, it's not for me to decide the cultural impact, but rather to partner with the ultimate end users. And really, that's what we're doing. You know, with our China translation project, we've trained bilingual clinicians so they can speak Australian as well as Chinese, and they can. They're just sort of helping us to understand these cultural nuances.
Belinda, we have a question down the back.
I've got a question regarding, the aspect of the mental health issues. You talk about the emotional-based learning for the children. Does it mean that, the programs is just about coping with the mental health issue, or about promoting or something? Because I realize that it's really focused on the preventions for the autism, and also, does the autism depends on the age of the children as well, or it just overall of the doesn't matter of the age of the children? Just want to know what the research all about. Thank you.
Thank you. So we have a range of different programs that cater to different ages. Our research has focused on the primary school age children, and we actually have two different versions of Westmead Feelings that span the kindy to year 2 academic skill and the year 3 to year 6 range of academic skills. And we also are working on new developments for teenagers as well.
Okay, can you please join with me in thanking Belinda Ratcliffe. Thank you very much.